police are looking for a man after a woman was shot at. It happened in Pickering this morning. So investigators say that the suspect was driving this black Jaguar SUV. It's a little bit blurry, but it's there. When the incident happened, this is near Liverpool Road and Bailey Street around 6:30 this morning. So the victim tells police that she was followed by a vehicle after leaving a Tim Hortons at Toy Avenue and Bailey Street. For more on this, we're joined live by Constable Nick Gluckstein. Nick, thanks a lot for joining us. So first off, anything else in terms of trying to figure out who this driver is? A license plate, maybe?
Absolutely. So currently investigators are looking for any types of avenues to, figure out exactly who this person was, including license plates, any type of identifiers on that vehicle, as well as any of the suspect descriptions.
Okay, so what do you make of the victim's account that, she's leaving the Tim Hortons, the driver throws a coffee at her car, then makes a U-turn and shoots at her?
Yeah, it's super alarming, especially in today's day and age. I mean, no one is safe from road rage incidents. They're quite prevalent, unfortunately. In this instance, when you have somebody, taking that extra step to use a firearm and actually try to hurt somebody and, possibly kill them, it's just out of left field, and it's a crazy day and age we're living in today.
And can you tell us how the victim's doing?
Yeah, so the victim is A-OK. She did suffer some minor injuries, and that was only from the shards of glass that broke from her driver's side door window. But besides that, she is okay, just shaking up, obviously. The experience is, obviously very alarming, so she would be shaken up as anybody would.
Can you, again, just walk us through what happened? It was around 6 o'clock this morning, right, that it all began?
Yeah, exactly. So it's about 6:30 a.m. this morning when she attended that Tim Hortons in the area of Toy Avenue and Bailey Street. Now, while she was in the drive-through, she entered into, an incident which was a road rage incident with the suspect vehicle. At the time, obviously not thinking much of it, she left the plaza and realized that vehicle was following her, at which point she signaled to go into the Pickering GO station, thinking that she would lose that vehicle. That vehicle pulled alongside her and threw the coffee at her. So, thinking that's the end of the incident, she continued driving along Bailey Street. Now, this vehicle actually pulled a U-turn and now started driving towards her vehicle, at which point it opened fire. Obviously extremely alarming. Nobody expects that to happen to them. And we're definitely going to take this, high priority investigation.
And along with that, what sort of advice can you offer to people? Look, I get each situation is different. This victim was under a lot of stress. She was able to snap a photo. It's a bit blurry. Talk to us about some best practices.
Yeah, so anytime you're involved in a road rage incident, it's quite frustrating. And you have to remember to maintain your calm and your cool, okay? Because these types of situations can escalate, as clearly we're talking about. If you are in a situation where you do think that your life is, you're fearful for your life, we absolutely advise you to contact 911 immediately, and those call takers can direct you to the nearest police station or have police units meet you immediately. Now, can I say that you should be, trying to get the license plate or descriptions of that suspect? Yeah, of course, but we don't want people driving distracted, so do your best to maintain, proper driving on the road while trying to get those details as well. And if the situation calls for it, absolutely call 911.
Okay, and again, this happened in Pickering. Constable, while we have you here, I have to ask you about another incident. This happened in Whitby. We have a truck that left the roadway. It hit an individual, and it ended up in the pool of a home. Walk us through. First off, let's talk about the people involved here. How's the victim, the person who was hit, and how's the driver? I understand this may have been a medical situation?
Yeah, so fortunately, the pedestrian that was struck, we've just received word that they have been upgraded to stable condition. They are currently at a Toronto Trauma Center, and they were rushed there in very serious life-threatening condition. But like I said, fortunately, they have been upgraded to stable condition. They had just been, off the roadway when that vehicle left the roadway. We're still trying to ascertain exactly what happened. We're investigating, whether it was a case of a medical incident or something crossed the road and, they left the roadway to avoid that and avoid a collision on the roadway. Now, that driver of the vehicle was removed from the vehicle in the pool, and he has seen emergency medical personnel, and he has been cleared. with some just minor injuries.
And I know this is still under investigation. Can you walk us through what you all believe happened so far?
Yeah, so the latest information I have is that there may have been debris or some type of animal on the roadway, which led to him leaving the roadway, going across the opposite lanes, off the roadway, unfortunately striking the pedestrian into the fence in the pool. We're not sure exactly whether, there was a issue of the pedal being stuck or, this person was just caught in a panic mode and went off the roadway.
Okay, Constable Nick Glucksing, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely, my pleasure.